take a look at playing with girls, but before I get started, I just want to do a quick shout out to Chance from Ironhead Smoke Shop in British Columbia for sending me some AC/DC shirts. This happens to be one of them here. I really appreciate you doing that, man. That was very kind. So anyway, so we're going to start this one off with this E power chord, or this full E chord, I should say. And we're going to play that a few times. Then we're going to play the main riff. So the main riff's going to be this E power chord. We're going to start here to an open E string, to 7th fret on the A and the D, to open E again, to 5th fret on the A and the D, to open E, back to this 7th fret, back to the 5th fret, and then we're going to end it on this E, just that open E string, and I usually fret that 7th fret there to make sure that it sounds in tune. So all together we have this. And then we're going to move everything down here to the key of A. So we just took this E power chord and now we're just moving our fingers down here, and instead of using the A and the D string, we're just using the D and the G string here. So this is an A chord, and then we're going to bar the 7th fret on the G and the D now, and then we're going to do that same pattern, and then we'll bar this on the 5th fret, back to this again, back to this, to A, and we're going to be using that open A just like we did that open E. Alright, then we're going to go back to that riff in E again, and then we'll eventually end up on this G chord. And then we're going to come to G, and we're going to strum this like this. Alright, and go back into the main riff, and then the vocals will come in. Alright, then we're going to get to, we're going to play this lick here. So we're going to go back to G again, and then we'll go to D. We'll play the main riff again, excuse me, and then we'll go to G to D. And then we're going to play this riff here. So that's this open A, and then 1st fret on the A, 2nd fret on the A to open D, and then we're going to pull off on the 2nd fret of the A string, the 1st fret on the A string, to the 3rd fret on the E, to an open E. Back into the main riff. Alright, so those are the main parts of the song. There's some other changes coming up right before the guitar solo, so let's take a look. Alright, so there's really only a couple more parts that we need to look at on this one. So right before we get to the guitar solo, you're going to hear this. You're going to hear open A string, first fret on the A, second fret on the A, to that open D, to this B chord here. So this B chord is middle finger on the second fret of the A string, which is your B note. First fret on the D, second fret on the G, open B, and then second fret on the little E string. You know, it's our chord from Overdose, right? So you're going to have this. Alright, and now the solo gets started. So instead of starting on the E chord, we're just going to start down here and play that main riff in A again. Right, and then we'll go back and play that main riff in E. So those are all the main parts. You will hear, you will be playing this again. I think there's 4 more times that's played. But those are all the main parts. Now, the one last thing on this one is the very end. Before we go to that G chord, we're going to be playing that main riff in E here, and we're going to end it here before we go to the G chord. So it's going to be this. All right, so that's it for this one. We'll see you guys next time.